What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Deadpool Wolverine, aka Deadpool 3. So, we've got a really interesting synopsis for Deadpool 3, which kind of basically reveals the whole movie without revealing the whole movie, but it does basically reveal the whole movie. So, if you're new around, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, Kaiju, Monsterverse, pop culture-based content that I try to deliver on a daily basis. Could subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and let me know. What are you most looking forward to with the future of the MCU? It doesn't actually have to be Deadpool. I do find reading the comments about the future MCU and what people think about it very interesting. Also, if you could become a channel member for less than 99p, less than $1, it really does help the channel continue to keep the lights on. Also, if you could follow us on Instagram to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice at Warstu. Also follow us on Twitter, WarstuG. All right, let's get into today's video. So, I think this is really interesting synopsis. Let's just go over it. So a new synopsis for Deadpool and Wolverine has surfaced online, teasing multiple villains and revisiting MCU moments, potentially changing key moments. Now, there's two different alliterations of this. There's a short version, then a long-winded version. We're going to go over both because there's little differences here and there. Not only will they be working to defeat a range of villains plaguing the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but they'll be gate-crashing the Marvel Cinematic Universe 2, putting their own R-rated 20th Century Fox style twisted on some of our favorite moments from Marvel Phase 1 to Phase 4. Now, everyone thinks this is referring to the end of the first official trailer when it looked like Wolverine and Deadpool were somehow going through a sling ring to a different universe, and a lot of people seem to think they're going to appear in the endgame scene when they're all about to charge to Thanos and Thanos's goons. I mean, that could be interesting, but the fact it says to moments, Fox-style twist on some of our favorite moments from Phase 1 to 4, which I think means they're going to troll a lot of key moments. Now, this comes from this piece here, which goes into a lot more depth, where it says, the Time Variance Authority, or the TVA, was established in Loki as the bureaucratic organization that preserves the sacred timeline and monitors multiversal anomalies. But does the TVA, even with its power, manipulate space and time? No, what's getting into when it recruits Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool, following a long-established bromance with Wolverine, played by Hugh Jackman. Deadpool, played by Ryan Reynolds, is about to team up with the Antimonium Man, and not only will they be working to defeat a range of visitors, aka villains, plaguing the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but they'll be gate-crashing the MCU franchise too, putting their own R-rated 20th Century Fox style spin on some of our favorite moments. Now, this comes from a toy, technically. It says, expect to see a few cameos along the way with some iconic costumes and personalized products in our official license store for Deadpool and Wolverine below. Remember, we're the best there is at what we do, and what we do best is very nice. So this does tell us an awful lot without telling us an awful lot. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be changing Phase 1 to Phase 4 canon events. It says they're going to be revisiting past events. But does this mean they're going to alter past events? And we all know the Marvel Cinematic Universe will be changed after Deadpool 3, because obviously then you're probably going to have the Foxverse characters, whether it be Fantastic Four, whether it be the X-Men, or the Deadpool characters, will be in the MCU. Whether they end in the MCU is a different story. So a lot of people seem to think, do you remember when Avengers Endgame came out and someone made this trailer where they edited the whole Endgame trailer with just Deadpool's face in? Now, it would be interesting if they did change the events of Endgame. They had changed the events of the earlier Avenger movies. The fact that it's Ryan Reynolds on the creative team and actually has a writing credit tells you that they could alter or maybe troll, or it's going to be absolute carnage, because I didn't think they were going to, I mean, obviously we know this because on the monitors in the TVA, when Deadpool's trying to be persuaded to kind of work with Paradox, he does show other Avengers on the screen. So it does appear there will be a crazy amount of cameos. And the fact it actually lists saying, yeah, you're going to see a few cameos. Now, for me, without going into huge spoilers, from what I'm told, this synopsis confirms the post-credit scene that I was told about 100%. Definitely confirms it, which it's fascinating for me. Because from what I understand, a hell of a lot of people, a hell of a lot of trades everyone basically knows what this post-credit scene is, or at least the main post-credit scene, but nobody is talking about it. That's the most interesting thing for me. So according to information going around the internet, the information that came out that said there was 23 cameos being added during the reshoots of this month of May actually could be true. But it's also a bit misleading because some of these are just different Wolverines, some of these are just different Deadpools, and some of these are just Fox X-Men that we've already seen. So yes, there will be a lot of cameos in inverted commas, but it's not, like I keep saying, it's not the Tom Cruise Iron Man. It's not the Warstu famous cameo that I've been talking about for the last 4 years. Although that did nearly happen on the Batman 1, but let's be honest. I mean, that's probably the closest we've actually got to getting the official Warstu cameo. But it is interesting because they're telling you a lot. Even Ryan Reynolds is coming out with saying what earlier plans had for this movie. And it sounded insane. 25 pitches before Kevin Feige ran with the idea that did become Deadpool and Wolverine, which it's insane when you think about it. It really is. Kevin Feige reveals the first initial pitch was passed upon. The truth is, I wasn't even sure how to incorporate Deadpool yet. I was very much thinking about how to bring the mutants and the X-Men into the MCU, and I thought it needed to be more than just playing the hits. So it tells you that although this movie's going to be very trolly, very jokey, the undertone will be very serious because, obviously, this is to set up the multiverse massively, in the sense that we know we're getting some kind of Avengers 5 movie, some kind of Avengers 6 movie, and except for Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness, Spider-Man No Way Home, Ant-Man 3, there hasn't really been much consequences for the overall multiversal threat. Now, there is a massive rumor out there that Kang the Conqueror is going to be recast potentially, and we are either going to get someone like King Thanos or someone like the Beyonder or even Doctor Doom. But I'm not holding my breath on Doctor Doom because they had the perfect opportunity to do that, but they didn't do that. This is interesting because I know what the post-credit scene is, but it's just here. Deadpool and Wolverine post-credit scene was rumored to show a short gag that reveals the anti-heroes stroke heroes briefly transported into Avengers Endgame Battle of Earth. Interesting. One of the biggest predictions is that the end credit scene will be Deadpool and Wolverine sitting in Joe's pizza from Spider-Man 2 before Tobey Maguire Parker shows up. I mean, a lot of the scoopers have basically been teasing that, if you like, and there is chat going around about that if you actually like. But what's interesting is the actual post-credit has not actually, I mean, it's actually out there, to be fair. People are talking about it, but they're doing it in such a subtle way that you don't even know that they're talking about it. Josh Brolin gets candid about not returning as Cable in Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, that's because he's returning as King Thanos right at the end of the movie. Oh my God. Oh my God. What? Okay, this is me spitballing, but what happens if the post-credit scene is actually King Thanos, the head of the Thanoses from the multiverse, are randomly appearing? That's why Josh Brolin keeps talking about Cable not returning. But what happens if it's King Thanos that comes back instead? Because the problem the MCU has is no one cares about these new characters. It's like, yeah, Captain America's new suit was revealed, and I put a tweet out jokingly going, sorry, but he's still Falcon with Captain America's shield. I mean, respect look like that. That's why there's a problem in MCU. It's like, where do they go after Deadpool 3? I'm really looking forward to Deadpool and Wolverine, but where do they go next? I get it. They've got a bunch of movies filming, Thunderbolts. They're literally reshooting the whole of Captain America 4. But does anyone really care? We don't know. It is fascinating. So I think the quicker they can get this information out there about Thor 5 officially being revealed, about Doctor Strange maybe being Avengers 5, Doctor Strange 3, time runs out. Because we need other movies that people actually care for. Because no one, except for Spider-Man 4, they haven't really got any movies after Deadpool 3, aka Deadpool and Wolverine, that people actually care for. So it's going to be a very interesting time going forward for Marvel Cinematic Universe. And when you hear rumors that, oh, they're building a Captain Britain Disney Plus show, didn't everyone say that the Disney Plus shows were all going to be like, really minimalized and we're not going to get as many? And now people are talking about how there's going to be loads of them, which I find funny. So you've probably seen this fake image going around of a new look of Red Hulk. It's literally a painting of Red Hulk. It's not actually the Red Hulk reveal. Yo, believe anything when these scoopers drop stuff. It's not even official. It's not even concept art. It's literally just a painting of Red Hulk. People believed it was real. So like always, guys, let us know, what does this new synopsis means? Are they going to alter stuff? The MCU, the past, that will affect the present, which will affect the future? Yeah, this movie's going to be wild. So like always, guys, put your theories down below. Who do you want to appear in the movie? What do you think they should go do for Avengers 5 and 6? So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beer boy. Check us out on Twitter, OSGT. And I will catch you in another video, guys, very soon. Catch you later.